Welcome everybody to Funeral Nation episode 252. That is Jeff, the Funeral Commander Harbison. I am Ryan Thogmartin, and this is the Funeral Profession's only weekly news show. Mr. Commander, we got to hang out this week.
We did, and this week indeed. It was nice seeing you again, Ryan, as always in person. Even better to ride in the golf cart with you. We were here together for the ICCFA Death Care Classic. Unlike last year, we did not walk away with all the prizes. The only thing we walked away with were fabulous memories and a lot of fun, right?
That's right. And we had a little bit of pride left, but not a lot.
No, well, there's some good shots out there, and we had fun teammates. So
we did.
Anything takeaways from you at the ICC first inaugural ICCFA Death Care Classic?
Yeah, I think it was a good move by ICCFA to go to the golf classic. I know you and I were both at the leadership meeting last year. The attendance was very low. More people showed up for the golf than the meeting. So I think it was a good move. I would like to see more intentionality around networking. And I thought it kind of ended and that was it. Like there was no hey, thanks for coming. It was just, we got done golfing and ate and
catch your flights.
Yeah. So, I would like to see some more intentionality around the networking aspect. It was dominantly, I'm going to say more suppliers than funeral directors or cemeterians. So there's definitely some networking that can be done. And there were receptions and things like that where they were networking, but I mean, just some intentionality around it. But it was a overall good event, a good group of people. It's interesting to see the shift that's happening in our profession. People are wanting to get back together again, for sure. The in-person stuff is drawing more attention.
I don't disagree with you. And my takeaway from this is, do I get to meet somebody I've never met before and spend some time with?
Yeah.
There were several folks there that I have not spent time with. My new best friend, Carissa Hughes. Hey, she and I got to spend some quality time talking. I want her to come on as a guest sometime. What they're doing legislatively at SCI and all the work that people really have no idea about out here in the general funeral populace.
Yep.
Need to pay a little more attention. And she's really a quality person. I enjoyed having the opportunity to chat with her and get to know her a little bit.
That's good.
And also Lee, we had Lee on our team.
We did.
We'll have him here in a few weeks. Lee has the best bar and funeral home setup I've seen.
Oh my gosh. What he was showing us was absolutely next level. When we talk about next level funerals, that was next level funerals.
Yeah. When you die, if you want to have a really good party, there's a place in Tampa, Florida. And Lee and his team can fix you up. We'll have him in because that's an outstanding story of looking at the funeral profession through a different lens and capitalizing on what consumers want. And he'll tell you himself what they're after. And it's not cheap funerals either.
Yep. It's not. It's value. It's value, 100% value driven. And I think he said something like 25 to 35% of their families are choosing a higher level of personalization when they offer it. So, and they offer it to every family. So it's absolutely spectacular. It's dynamite.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about using the picture board with a frame around it. I'm talking about really high end, great stuff. And I don't want to steal his thunder, so we'll wait to have him here. So Ryan, you had some good posts this week about content.
Yeah.
And that's something you and I discussed, that we're going to come up with some different content ideas here because we have to keep it fresh. But on our horizon right now is NFDA. When they have the opportunity also provided to us again through Disrupt Media and through C&J Financial to have the live segment there.
Yep.
We'll get to move around a little bit. One of the things I'm going to be after is looking for our friends who lost their queen and see if we can get someone on here to chat with us about that spectacular funeral that's coming up on Monday. I did read an article, though, that was not in the Funeral Profession magazine about the funeral home that is actually doing the funeral for the Queen. They are independent, I believe, and they actually caught a lot of gas.
Wow.
Because a gas, I'm saying crap, bad,
Right.
negative. They caught a lot of negativity because at one point in their hearse, they had their name still on there. You know what the negative result was?
More business.
Their website crashed.
Yeah.
So, you know, sometimes having your name out there, just get it out there and see what happens, right?
That's right. It is. He who gets the most attention gets the most business.
Wow, that's prophetic right there.
And then I would like to talk about the Queen's funeral just real quick, and we should probably break it down next week. But I do love the fact that there's going to be so many eyeballs this coming weeks on Monday on the death care space. Look, that's representative, even though it's not in the United States, it's representative of the death care space as a collective. And there's going to be a lot of eyeballs on a traditional ceremony and a traditional funeral, which is very, very valuable for our profession as a whole.
I don't disagree with you. And of course, we'll have all the funeral professional armchair quarterbacks in here. I can't wait to see the list of what was done wrong.
That's right. I hope something wasn't, you know, I bet the name in that window probably wasn't perfect centered up. Oh man, oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's coming. You know, that there's not any critics here, so maybe we'll find some of those and just point out the crazy critic stuff.
That's right.
You know, we're going to go back to our roots, Ryan, this fall around NFTA of having fun and, you know, not only providing great content, but providing humorous content in a manner that you can learn, right? So, you know, I've already practiced it some on the golf course. I think it's gold. We might have our own Netflix special.
We might. The profession is going to see us not only like this for Funeral Nation, where we're bringing some zingers, but also possibly coming to a golf course near you. That's all. That's all. That's it. That's all we can say.
That's all we're going to say. But you don't want to miss it.
You will not want to miss it.
Yeah.
I'm already you don't want to miss it. Like your favorite breakfast at Bob Evans, you don't want to miss it.
No, especially those Fruity Pebbles and when SpongeBob comes on, right?
That's exactly right. It's going to be good, Jeff. Well, look, I look forward to seeing you. Hopefully we see each other before NFDA, but we will definitely see each other NFDA, like you said. C&J Financial and Disrupt Media co-sponsor the NFDA live booth, which is going to be outside of the exhibit hall as you enter this year. There was a lot of content planned. The schedule for the content that's going to be shot live in that booth is on NFDA's website. There's going to be a face-off card game that is going to be played in there. There's going to be interviews all day long. You and I are going to do some live segments, but we also, as a caveat to our sponsorship, we said we have to have the ability to go mobile and roam. So you and I are going to be doing some man on the street stuff. We've got some of our big supporters that we're going to go see. There's also a couple new companies that we're going to go interview that we know are making a big splash this year at conference that we've been coordinating with on their launch. So it's going to be pretty spectacular.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We have, as you just said, some folks coming out that may not have done NFDA before, but they have some great new products and services. Toby and his friends.
Yep.
His group. And we'll talk more about that in the coming weeks. But I'm excited for what we have ahead of us. It's especially if we can use words to make sure we can, you know, the extensive legal team that we have representing us has said is okay. So as long as you put satire on something, I believe we can be okay. And hey, y'all, these are just jokes. That's all.
That's right.
Relax.
Get prepared because it's coming. We're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you.
Well, we will be laughing at you if you have a suit on and you're attending NFTA. If we walk up and you're sporting a suit at NFTA and you don't have a funeral meeting with a family that afternoon, we want to know why. Is your wardrobe small, or is that it? Or just tell us what's going on. When you're out of state, at a convention, not meeting with a family, it's sort of like a fireman going to a family reunion and wearing his turnout suit, right? So what's going on here? Help us out.
Help us out. You better have an answer because Jeff's coming for you. I'm just the guy behind the camera.
Yeah. Yeah. With the bear mace.
That's right. That's exactly right. Awesome. Well, Commander, it was great spending time with you this week. All of our other friends in death care that we got to hang out with, ICCFA. Thanks for a good event. And I vote they keep coming to Scottsdale because it makes it really easy for you and I.
It was, I did stay there at the hotel because so much more goes on after hours at bars and talking. And that's really where you get to meet people. That's where I had the opportunity. I had a cigar and talked with Caressa. And man, what a fascinating person and really contributing to our profession. And she's an effing fan. In fact,
we got a lot of effing fans.
Yeah, she was pretty excited about one of the segments we made one time. So at some point, I'm going to figure out how to put that back into play.
Yes, go.
About recognized brands, etc. Is coming. I heard you. We heard you. We got it.
It's coming. It's coming. All right, sir. Well, I think that does it for episode 252. Until next time, have a great effing week.
Out here. Y'all take care. Be safe.